nice. It's nice to be on Instagram. It's nice to be on Instagram for a few reasons. Got the clock. Seems like a small reason for it to be a benefit, but honestly, just having, it's the little things in life. That's better. It's the little things in life. And one of the little things in my life, good morning, Chip, is having the clock on the app. Doesn't seem like it's asking too much. But if you get enough little things, you know, either good or bad, and remove the little things that kind of bother you, maybe focus on the blessings. So, I'm blessed to have the clock on my app this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you, and good morning out there in New Zealand. Hello, Will Bill Chill. I thought of you a fair amount this morning. Had a lot on my mind. Good morning, Chipbot. Had a lot on my mind this morning, and I'm not sure if I've come to a peaceful, real quickly, and I don't know if I said, my name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Saturday morning. It is October 5th. It is 6:40 a.m. Happy Saturday. Again, I was saying I had a lot on my mind this morning and went through a lot of thoughts. And I have for most of you that know, I have kind of a addictive nature, and I've been addicted to gambling and probably sex and probably alcohol and maybe social media or content creation at times in my life. And I talk a lot about life on my show, and I talk about things, and I talk about moving forward, and I talk about getting a little better every day and enjoying the moment and enjoying the little things. And somewhere as I was laying there through the night, I kind of realized that Coffee with Ken was getting in the way of that, of a lot of those things. It wasn't really moving forward. It had become a job or an addiction or I don't know, waste of time. And I don't mean that in the harshest way, but a time waste for sure. And a stressor for me. And decided somewhere during the night I wasn't going to go live. Obviously, I'm not very good at that, because here I am. But then kind of as I woke up going, I still like a lot of aspects of this. I think I like a lot of aspects of this. And drinking coffee, and starting my day and saying good morning. And I actually had to quit a job because I'd say good morning so much. It annoyed somebody at my job and bothered me that it annoyed him. So I was going, this is going to drive me crazy. I don't like this guy. He doesn't like me saying good morning to him. So anyway, I had to leave that job. So maybe I like saying good morning, and I like coffee, and I like people, and I like talking, and I like mornings, and I like things. So I guess somewhere during my morning as I was laying in bed and thinking about all the things I could do if I wasn't so consumed with social media and I could put it down. And I think the ugliest part of it for me was the pursuit of revenue for it. Not because I don't need money, but because the desire for it and the seeing of growth and the seeing of making a little bit more on various platforms and tracking it and watching viewerships and watching likes and all that stuff started to consume me. And when I get consumed, I just dig in and go deep. I was consumed by bowling. I bowled 30 games in one day. And again, I realized it was kind of taken over. And the want of editing all these lives and putting on shorts and reels and TikToks and taking over all my free time. And any moment I had, I was exhausted. Because I think my mind was constantly going, okay, how do I improve this? How do I grow this? How do they make this bigger? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do I do it longer? Do I do it more? Do I post more videos? Do I post less videos? It become more than I wanted. And, but as I was getting up this morning, and maybe this is a good thing, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's changing what Coffee with Ken had become, or maybe it's still holding on to the addiction that it was. But I realized the time I was investing in it. Again, I was spending maybe 4 hours a day editing videos. And those were like gaps between spare moments. I caught myself at a break last night. I was editing a video from work. And I was wondering maybe if I didn't consume myself with all the growth or business or any of that side of it, I could just, I don't know, maybe just have a cup of coffee and talk live for a little bit every morning. Which brings me to this. For those that have been watching a while, for those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking, you know it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee. And I was scared to have it alone. I was scared to have it alone when I thought about FaceTiming my brother while I had it. I go, I haven't had my cup of coffee just sitting here by myself in years. What will I do? And I don't know, as I was laying there, I succumbed to the addiction just a little bit. I said, hey, Instagram's a friendly social media platform. It's easy to post my lives. Because I'll tell you what, you go live on TikTok, it takes over an hour to download the thing and have it processed. And then you got to upload it to YouTube, which takes another 10 or 15 minutes. And just there, I feel like I'm running late. You know, I'm waiting to go to the gym or waiting to FaceTime my babies or wish my brother a happy birthday today or whatever. It's processing and it's taking so long. And I go, well, I can use this time to edit some more videos. Again, it was consuming me. I didn't want it to consume me anymore. I just want to have a cup of coffee and chat for a little bit. Which brings us back to the coffee. I'm excited to have my first sip, and my hope is wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's a smoked butterscotch. Got in trouble last night at work. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. A buddy of mine would bring in bags of coffee. A friend of mine that likes coffee a whole heck of a lot, like I do. Apparently. There's some nuts in some of the smoked butterscotch or in one of the flavors of coffee. And because of that, if somebody had a nut allergy at the restaurant, it could cause problems. So we were reprimanded. I don't really think it was me. It wasn't me. I was just enjoying the fruits of the coffee. I didn't bring it in. It was like, because I won't ever blame somebody else for anything. And my manager looked at me and said, did you bring this in? And I didn't. I didn't know what to say. So I said, well, honestly, no. She knew I drank it. I mean, I loved it. I was singing its praises. But just because one man enjoys it, I didn't even make it. So I got in trouble. Your show is talking about insights. That part is definitely good. Yes. Is it? Yeah, it is. But okay, Morgan Juice, I appreciate that question. I was wondering. I reached out to somebody yesterday and go, hey, I'm kind of tired. I don't turn my brain off. I turn my brain off by editing videos. Talk about watching yourself talk. But I was wondering, because I'll get people hopping on and go, hey, how do you deal with anxiety? Or, hey, how do you stop drinking? And I'm wondering if I've said everything that needs to be said. If you want to learn about how I stopped drinking, there's literally probably 500 hours of video out there about how I stopped drinking, or how I deal with anxiety, or what I do at the gym, or how I stay focused, or how I stay positive. So I was wondering if those insights are really providing any value. Okay, I might be humorous occasionally or say something funny, but I wanted my show to be more than a stand-up hour of me drinking coffee and being silly. I wanted it to matter, and more than just a little bit. And I always thought if I could help somebody stop drinking or feel okay with themselves, that it mattered and it was worthwhile. Because I think I'm sacrificing a lot. I'm not saying woe was me. Good morning, King Cheddar. But I'm not where I want to be financially or relationship-wise, or I'm getting there spiritually, and maybe I'm getting there relationship-wise, and who knows, maybe I'm getting there financially as well. But I know right now I'm staying at an extended stay. I've been here 6 or 7 weeks. I need to make more money. I need to see my kids more. I need to keep moving forward. And sometimes, I don't know, just spending 4 hours a day editing videos, I don't think was a productive use of my time. And I thought, there was a time at the restaurant last night, it was really slow, and at the end, and I had a couple tables stay late, and I was sitting there going, and I was there an extra couple hours just because I had a couple tables sitting and kind of finishing up their meal. And I was wondering, I love being productive when I'm working, and I love making people enjoy their dinner and have a nice dining experience. But I almost felt like my presence was a stressor for them, because I was going, you've been here a long time. Is there anything else I can do? So I walk around the restaurant. I felt kind of like I'm in the way, and I didn't want to be in the way. So I'm going, maybe this isn't where I need to be as long-term as I thought either. And I don't know, just got a bunch of stuff going on. And since I'm working on some issues that I don't think would be appropriate to talk about on this show, and struggling with that a little bit. And so I felt like I was kind of hiding my own emotions and hiding my feelings and hiding what's going on. And, but I think appropriately. But I wasn't able to talk about things. And I didn't like that. But I think really the biggest thing was editing the videos. And maybe going live on TikTok. Maybe I saw some financial potential being live on TikTok. So I put up with negative voices that are there, or processing a video for an hour before you can upload it, or put myself in a mucky place. I talk a lot. Avoid mucky places. Avoid mucky people. So anytime I went live, and there's a lot of nice people there too. And I just don't think there's any real reason for me to spend time there. And there's probably no reason for me to spend 4 hours a day trying to keep up on my video editing. And maybe there's better ways for me to... It was weird. I just put the thought of Coffee with Ken down. And I go, wow, what am I going to do with all my time? I spend 4 hours a day editing videos. And I thought about a ton of ways I could be productive. I think the thought of having that time was daunting. I think maybe part of Coffee with Ken grew out of my stopping drinking and suddenly realizing I had a whole heck of a lot of time on my hands and no clear plan on how to use it in a productive way. I'll tell you what. You try it. You try stopping drinking. You got a lot of time on your hands to fill. I don't think you miss the drinking. I think people are afraid to face that, to face the reality of what is life without alcohol. And so I'm facing it here. What is life without Coffee with Ken? Because I go, well, I can pour myself into this, and I can save somebody from mental health issues, or I can help them with their own sobriety, or make them feel, or help them feel like they're not alone. But yeah, I think facing every day without drinking leads a massive void in your life. A massive void. Not because you want to drink. Because I love that I don't have any sense of alcohol yuckiness, or am proud that I don't, or proud that I don't need it. But you just have so much time to fill, and it's hard to do. I was talking about it with a couple at work last night, and about my own drinking experience. And was telling them how I realized everything I did, I was drinking along with it. And I'd say whether I was going to dinner, going to lunch, meeting friends, going to a movie, going bowling, going golfing, whatever. Wherever I was going, I expected there to be alcohol there. Church was kind of a bummer because they didn't often have alcohol there. And maybe that's true again for my editing videos. Again, I was trying to figure out what to do last night and looking around the restaurant and going, 2 tables seem perfectly happy over there. I can't walk by them again. If I can walk by them again, I'm going to have to sit down and join them. Thought the boss might frown on that. Hello, Kelly. And so I went outside and editing the video for a couple minutes, going, certainly I want to be able to find something better to do with my free time than that. How productive is it? Do I want to keep doing it? Is it consuming my life? Is it making me see my kids less, earn less money? Be in an extended stay longer than I now? But I don't know. I don't know. How to discern between working really hard towards a goal and being addicted, avoiding life. Yeah, even work. Even work can tear people apart, tear relationships apart. And it seems, or working out. Seems like a noble cause or a noble thing. Yeah. Maybe everything can be. Maybe everything can be. Probably going to church or reading books. My dad used to read, still does, probably reads a ton. And I always thought it just, made him super smart. But in some ways, maybe that was his own version of escapism. And, yeah. Maybe we all do it. And maybe I can learn some level of moderation. I'll tell you something. I got reached out by somebody on Instagram, actually, and they said, hey, I clicked on their profile. They had like 2 million followers. And I'm going, that's interesting. And I said, hey, with a question mark. And then somebody representing them followed up, and it turned out it was some big podcast. And it does a podcast and puts celebrities on and wanted to know if I wanted to be on their show. I go, oh, okay, well, that sounds cool. That's a pretty good list of people. I know some of those names. They're famous people. Sure, I'd like to be on your show and share a little bit about my story and share a little bit about, this man's life. They responded and sent me like an application, some online link, and said, hey, well, okay, why don't you apply to be on? Then if we choose you, you'll do this, this, and this. And I was going, kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. Kind of hurts my feeling. Hurt my feeling a little bit. Because I go, hey, if the guy, whoever the podcaster is, really wants to talk to me, I'd talk to him right now. And if he's too busy to pick up the phone or send me a message and wants to have his person do it, I'd roll with that. I would certainly talk on the podcast at a predetermined time through his liaison. I should get a liaison. That'd be cool. And good morning, Mary. But the fact that he sent me an application to get on his show, I was going, but you reached out to me. You reached out to me. So I was going, hey, how much is this all worth? Another one, I follow a buddy on social media, and he's changed his content a lot. And now maybe he's successful. That doesn't even matter to me, but he's selling things on social media. And I'd consider most of it junk food and junk stuff. And for a while I was judging his content going, wow, he's posting a lot of videos trying to sell unhealthy stuff to make money. And I wondered, how much holier than thou am I? I go, but my content matters. Mine matters. I'm wondering, might matter. Oh. Mary McDillo said podcasts are just videos for the blind. Yeah, but I figured if he had 2 million subscribers to his podcast and could put me in front of an audience of 2 million where I got to be me, I don't know. I thought that'd be kind of fun. Having them ask me questions. So, Ken, you live in an extended stay. What's up with that? Well, let me tell you a little story. How long's our show? How long do I have? Talk your ear off. People are going to eat junk food regardless. Yeah, but that's not the point. I thought the quality of his content and the purpose of it was to make money and to, again, do it by, I maybe was rationalizing my doing it by thinking it was helping people and helping people with sobriety or anxiety or whatever. Mortgage Juice says I'm being very hard on myself. Well, no. Believe me, I'm not in a bad mood. I appreciate you saying that. That's cool you saying that, but no. I mean, I just think of opportunities. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. I just want to drink some coffee and talk. And these are my thoughts. And I mean, so you can say that. Why doesn't this community help me grow my network? I don't know. My alarm's going off, which I'll get to in a moment. I set my alarm on a Saturday. Well, Mortgage Zeus really enjoys the show. I'm glad you do, Mortgage Zeus. But I think, and I hope you do, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy having this coffee and sharing time. But I think the thought of it had become consuming of me. And again, I was editing videos 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. And going, I'm struggling to cover my financial responsibilities. I'd like to buy a house. I posted a video yesterday about chasing the American dream and wanting to own a house someday. And I thought, hey, maybe an easier way to do that would be find a more productive use of those 4 hours a day. And whether it's hanging with my babies or pushing a mop, hopefully I won't be pushing a mop, or improving my resume or sending it out or looking for other opportunities. But I think, like we all do, and me certainly, I'll have periods in my life where I go to the gym. That's why I don't go to the gym all the time. That's why I don't go to the gym all the time. I go, 2 or 3 times a week. Because I'm able to do that in moderation. I'm able to do that in moderation. And it feels good, and it's a healthy release for me, and healthy for my body, and healthy for my mind. Good morning, G. Kogels. But maybe editing videos became an unhealthy release. Doyle is throwing out a suggestion about getting a partnership with another entity to do something. But my point is maybe I don't want to do that, Doyle. Maybe I just want to drink coffee and kind of talk in the morning for a little bit. I enjoy this. This feels good. Finding a partnership with something maybe doesn't feel good. But I enjoy pouring some coffee and talking for a little bit and not worrying about all the other stuff or finding a partnership or applying to a podcast or maybe even saving the world. Maybe even saving the world. Maybe that's, and I've talked about it before, codependence. Codependence. When you're trying to fix, save, change the world. Maybe it's not my responsibility to fix, save, or change the world. And I enjoy hopping on the phone and talking for a while and drinking a cup of coffee and sharing whatever thoughts I have. And getting them off my chest and processing them. Yeah. Oh, so it's Saturday morning. I'm super excited. I am super excited. I get to see my oldest daughter today. We're meeting at a beautiful place not too far from where I live. And we're going to watch a cross-country meet. And it's going to bring back so many memories of cheering for her at this very same site. And I haven't seen her in about a month because she's gone off to school, and she sends her dad pictures of her using a stethoscope and listening to a cow's heart or holding a snake or yeah, and I get to see her today. And I'm going to see her outside on a beautiful fall day. And I took off the day of work. They originally had me scheduled to open this morning. And because of that, I was going, wait, but I've got to see my daughter today. It's we have a cross-country meet to cheer for. I can't miss it. So I asked off, or I might have traded out of this shift or whatever. And all of a sudden, my whole day is ahead of me. But my morning is starting with a cup of coffee, smoked butterscotch, if I didn't say it earlier. And then I get to see my girl. And cheer at a cross-country meet and enjoy a fall morning. And, yeah. Mortgage Zeus asked, do I ever talk about my dreams? You mean my dreams while I'm sleeping or my dreams in life? Hey, the last video I posted was about the American dream and how I wanted to get a house and have my kids spend more time over and have a room for them. And I'm not able to do that right now because I'm here in this extended stay. And that kind of got me thinking and wondering what would be the easiest way to get that house. And I go, okay, well, maybe Coffee with Ken's growing, and it is. But maybe if I just, I just started thinking about things. I'm glad I did. Brought me to Instagram and got me to go live. And I feel good. And I hope you feel good as well. And I hope you're excited about your day. And I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful week. And I hope you're, you probably all aren't going to see your oldest daughter at a cross-country meet today. But I hope you find something to be, that you're looking forward to. And I'll tell you what, before I go, I posted on Facebook the other day, hey, tell me something you're grateful for. And a lot of people responded, big things like their family or their health or their faith or something like that. And it wasn't what I really, and I mean, again, I try and control the world, and I shouldn't try and control the world. I think the biggest key to gratitude is finding the small things to be grateful for. I would have loved if somebody responded to that question They're grateful for the soft chair they're sitting on right now, or the cool breeze in their face, or the fact that the leaves are changing. But I think we all think we have to be grateful for the biggest things, you know? And I think for me, the key to finding joy, walking in joy despite my circumstances, is being grateful for the little things. And the fact that I have some fruit over on the counter that I'm going to eat in a little bit. And, yeah, the little things. Because if you start noticing the little things, because the little things are all over, and you start appreciating the little things, yeah, you know, you tend to smile a little bit more in life. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. It was fun going live. I'm going to do my best not to spend 4 hours editing videos today. And be as productive as I can, but not be too hard on myself. If productive means resting and sleeping after I hang out with my big girl, that's cool. But I want to thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.